myself Santosh Kurkar. I am from KK College of Engineering, Nashik. Topic for today discussion is routing. That one of the sub-tasks or one of the section that handled by network layer. So you can consider this as the integral part of network layer. Integral part of network layer routing means while you are using network layer activity or while your device using network layer activity, that routing seems to be there. It is expected. Some of the time it is by default, some of the time that you need to incorporate that appropriate activity in regard of routing. What do you mean by routing? Routing is nothing but path finding. Rather to say that way, optimal path finding, shortest path finding. But this path finding, this needs to be optimal, not to be considered as a short path. So how this optimal path finding is possible? Means while you are traveling from your source to some destination, suppose say 5 km. In that case, that you can travel to that destination by different way, by different route. So try to find optimal path to reach to the destination. Why optimal? Because some of the time that there might be possibility that you may have available that different route to reach to the destination. For reaching to the destination, we have different conditions that there might be that shortest path might be available from your point source to the destination. Over there is no traffic. There can be path that is available but that have some congestion over the route. There might be path available. In that case there might be some obstacle. So from all these options, which path you try to select? You try to select best optimum path. Best optimum that consume less load, less energy, less effort, less that overweight. That path seems to be selected. So that's why routing it is based on path finding, and that is optimal path. So based with this perspective, most of the time, most of the network designer, they are treating this as a optimality principle of routing. So path finding. Second, this path finding can be possible by two different ways. You can have well advanced information of reaching toward the destination. Secondly, you can have that path finding possible at runtime. You can consider as real time, that on field, that based on the circumstances. So advanced information of path might be available, or some of the time there might be possibility that you need to calculate, you need to monitor shortest possible path, optimal path to reach toward the destination. Advanced information. Advanced information, most of the time this kind of network or this kind of activity is possible if you are having some small network. If network size is somewhat smaller, in that case this advanced information of path seems to be somewhat best. Means like for example, if you are talking for a single city, try to find the route from your source toward the different destination, then it is somewhat that to remember all those routes. So that is somewhat possible, feasible. But in case of scalable network, like in a state, from one city that you would like to travel to another city with the optimal path, so these seem to be somewhat complex. So very advanced information of path, that can be the one of the options, but that seems to be somewhat that having no overhead. So we have second option, that try to keep that network size somewhat smaller or minimum. What is the minimum boundary for a network? Then again it is depend on the designer constraint. That designer that thinking for that 5 node, 10 node, 50 node, 100 node, 200 node, that depend on the constraint, depend on the that environmental condition, depend on that communication activity. So that is the advanced information base. Means it is a very advanced, your optimal path is somewhat known to the designer, to the device, to the programmer. On the contrary, we have another option, runtime activity of path finding, optimal path finding, real time. In this case, this seems to be somewhat best possible option. Means though you have somewhat somewhat minimum size network, scalable network. In all these conditions, this real-time route finding, this seems to be somewhat effective if you are having that routing protocol or routing algorithm that will be taking consideration of real-time scenes or real-time activity. Those are happening over the route. Over the route there can be traffic, there can be congestion, there can be contention, there can be some packet drop, there can be different points. So real-time route finding seems to be effective. But this is for a small size network. This can be run for a small size as well as for a somewhat large size network, scalable network that seems to be somewhat supported by this kind of algorithm, this kind of program, or this kind of routing protocol. Under this category, we have different routing protocol in the study. That there is a somewhat distance vector routing, then there is the link state routing. So distance vector routing protocol in which or that information with a nearby node that is available. Link state routing, that nearby node information that will be shared with that other those are seated outside the network section or nearby that other neighbors. Link state routing. Based on this, for our syllabus, this distance vector routing, link state routing, based on this, there are some classification of routing protocol. For example, routing information protocol (RIP). There is the open shortest path first. This is one of the protocol. This is another protocol. Then there is the border gateway protocol. Then interior gateway protocol. So these are the different options in case of computer network. Means routing is somewhat not stuck. Routing is somewhat not stuck for a computer network. For a computer network, but it can be same way or it is for wired network. It can be very well work or very effective in case of ad hoc network also. In case of ad hoc network also. In case of ad hoc network, if you are knowing information of that different route to reach the destination, if it is in very in advance, that kind of protocol is called proactive routing protocol. This runtime protocol is somewhat called reactive protocol. So in ad hoc network, it is called proactive routing protocol, it is called reactive routing protocol. This in case of reactive, there can be different overheads or that count of overhead seems to be somewhat changed based on the network condition. But in this case, that overhead seems to be limited, but that constraint the size of the network. There is another kind of routing category, routing protocol category, centralized routing and distributed routing. There is one more, adaptive routing. Centralized routing, in this case, that whatever the central controller, that will handle entire load toward that reaching toward all other destinations from the source and that with a different periphery. So centralized administrator, centralized node, centralized administrator, centralized PC, centralized sensor node, centralized that autonomous system that like in case of our network, that will be handling entire load. So centralized routing. That particular node going to analyze what seems to be the best suitable path based on different criteria. How this shortest route finding, optimal route finding, this seems to be effective, this seems to be possible based on weight. Calculate the weight from source to the destination. Weight can be calculated based on you can have that hop count, segment count, you can have that that traffic condition, that call drop activity. So based on that weight factor can be calculated, and based on weight factor you can have different routing protocols. Those are possible. This seems to be latest trend in case of computer networking. That if you are working, if you try for your future, so this weight-based networking seems to be somewhat effective. There is another category, bandwidth. Based on bandwidth, you can calculate the route. Based on delay, that amount of delay that will be consumed to reach toward the destination, based on that. Hops, number of hops. Then, other than this, you can have another option that how much energy that will be consumed. Based on energy consumption, based on energy reception, you can find the shortest possible route. So, routing, while you are considering routing, we have different points seems to be considered. There is one more that under this routing, so that you need to design appropriate algorithm. This algorithm based on like you can have different programming language like C, C++, you can have Python, you can have that MATLAB. That we have different choice for designing the routing algorithm. So all these details we are going to explore in case of one of the unit